You're in limbo. You're in limbo. Limbo, slow death, hot dreams, unmet. Trust our personal purpose to serve, so we walk around to regress.
All right. I feel like I haven't done this in a long time because I've had quite a fucking week. However, it's all worth it now. We have Madison Olds, our favorite friend of the podcast, back from BC. She released a new single today called Best Part of Me, and I like to think that we're the best part of Madison Olds. So here we are. How are you doing?
Woo! Well, I am floored that you guys guessed it. You are the best part of me. So
You heard it here first. That's on fucking recording.
Can't take it back now. Good.
Right? Take it to the grave.
That's awesome.
No, I'm great. I think today has gone as great as it possibly could. I've been on 2 amazing playlists, New Music Friday Canada and It's a Bop.
Ooh.
Right?
What's
very
new music?
favored.
That's one of the playlists?
Yeah, so they're both
Music
Spotify
Friday.
curated playlists,
Okay.
and I'm feeling very lucky. And obviously, so many other amazing playlist curators have added me to their rotation, and it feels good because, you know, obviously, like, this song comes from a time of anxiety and self-doubt,
Mhm.
and I think it's almost like a contradictory feeling that people like it.
Well,
So-
it's wild to think that someone so talented and awesome as you can go through those periods of self-doubt.
You know what? I think everybody does, and I think that's why, like, songs that have lyrics about mental health or anxiety or self-doubt are so, like, popular is not the right word, but relatable, I guess, because I think, you know, like, even the most calm and cool, collected person goes through moments of, you know, like, just crazy anxiety or stress or pressure or, you know, I don't know, it's self-doubt, I guess.
Definitely. And has this made it harder for you throughout, you know, these past few months, just not being able to live a normal life?
You know what? It didn't really bother me because there's not much, you know, that I can do about it. Like, when I realize things out of my control, then I kind of let it go. When I know that maybe I can do something to make something better or fix something, that's kind of when I'm a little bit antsy. But today, it's so funny that, like, all the anxiety comes back. It's like, oh my gosh, did I write a good enough song? Did I do what I needed to, like, post enough to get it on the right playlist for it to do as well? So then I'm off. I think, like, I was my best, and now I've gone back to the worst.
So what's, like, I guess,
So-
what's the strategy for you when you drop something like this? Like, how long have you been sitting on this song?
I've been sitting on the song almost 2 years.
Oh wow.
I wrote it, almost 2 years ago, and
Okay.
it's changed a lot over the year and a half, 2 years,
Mhm.
just through production and rewrites and
Right.
all of that. But I think before, when I released my first album, it was kind of just me and my family figuring things out, and
Mhm.
it was a lot of the blind leading the blind. And now I have recently signed with a manager. I think I told you guys that last time.
Yeah, that's phase management, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Phase, and
hit. What's his name? Jeff.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I totally followed him on Twitter and just hit him up. I was like, "Yo, treat Madison Olds right, or I'll break your fucking neck." No, I said,
No,
if you got any
he's-
other artists you want, we are happy to help.
he is so amazing, and he's done everything he can to help support me in this. And it's been a while since I've released something, so obviously it's tough getting the wheels going, but he has just been so supportive and optimistic of everything that I'm chasing. And so I
Right.
feel a little bit less stressed than maybe I would be on my own, just
Mhm.
having him along for the ride and helping pave the way for me. So
It's good to
Yeah.
have that knowledge in your corner for sure, and kind of how to navigate the uncertain times, especially now in the music industry. Like, you can't get out there and start gigging again, you know?
no, of course not. And I'm definitely one of those people where, like, if somebody doesn't tell me to do it, I won't naturally think to do it on my own. I kind of need somebody to map out a plan for me because I get so distracted. I'll end
Word,
up
sister.
yeah, right. I need somebody to map out my day, otherwise I'll just get nothing done.
I hear you. I'm like a fucking squirrel every 5 seconds. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that?
Oh yeah, that's me.
And would you say Jeff has been that building block to kind of keep you on track as to where you need to be?
Oh yeah, and it's better than like when my mom would do it, because I'd be like, "Oh, mom, like you don't know what you're talking about," but I can't really.
Oh my god, shut up!
Yeah, right. I can't sass talk him.
Rhonda,
So,
I believe in you, Rhonda. It's all good.
She'll listen back to it, but yeah. So it's been nice to have somebody that like I can't really sass talk back to, and I have to be very professional with and listen to be able to give me those guidelines. So I feel like it's been a little bit more of a productive lead up to a single release.
Professional. What's that like?
Right? I just pretend to know.
That's good. Fake it till you make it. And girl, you are making it. Like the reviews that people were putting out, oh my god, those are full of a lot of big words and they sound good.
I know. I can't believe how supportive the Twitter community has been. I'm just like overwhelmed.
Like this one. Let's read one back. Our tour research. They love it. An anthemic track which radiates positivity. This electro-pop vocalist is on her way to becoming Canada's next big breakthrough recording artist.
Boom.
I know.
So
amazing.
Juno's 2021, Maddie Olds, call it, count it, whatever category you got, it's on. Just bring it back the fucking cup, you guys.
Oh, yeah. You guys always validate my insecurities, so thank you.
We try and like
your insecurities.
If anybody has doesn't have a big head after talking to us, we make sure it is enormous afterwards.
You have to. You got to pump those tires, my friend. Come on.
Oh yeah, it's a crazy industry too. Like just today alone, this amazing and the little green monster in me is so hard to like back down and keep at bay because I'm a little hyper competitive and I have to remember that it's an industry of supporting and loving, especially when like other girls put out music because it is a little bit of like a harder industry for the girls. And so this amazing trio put out this song and it's called Low Key Fuck 2020. And it went viral on TikTok and they just like blew up and they released it today as well. So I've literally been like competing with somebody who's already gone viral. So
those bastards.
Right. Screw those girls, but love
Didn't they know that this was your day?
But so it is a very discouraging industry, and so to have people like you guys pump us up is so amazing.
Well, that's what we're fucking here for. That's it. I'll take
like,
that shit off TikTok right now.
Like today was a really busy like day for music. It seemed like everybody I knew on my list was releasing something, and I feel like it's just hard to know when to release something, when it's gonna hit, when it's not. Right? There's so much now that's coming out. I don't know how you guys do it.
It's a crapshoot, I'll tell you that.
What was it about? What was it about today? Was there any significance for this date, or you were just like, I'll just do it this day, hell with it?
It was just a day that Jeff and I had kind of come together originally. Like we were going to release back in June, and we just had to kind of push timelines with, obviously, the main focus was kind of supporting Black Lives Matter and making sure everybody was staying home safe. And I didn't want to deter where like the social media focus needed to be, and obviously it still needs to be there, but I feel like people are kind of tying in their support for Black Lives Matter now with their career so that they have like a bigger voice to be able to talk about that platform. And so we kind of thought that it was a better time to wait so that it wasn't like, hey guys, look at me, like I know the world should be looking at somebody else right now, but look at me. So I think it was a good way to make sure that everybody was still focusing on the right thing, and obviously everybody should still be focusing on that. So,
and that's definitely a good reason to do it. I've talked to other people who have been almost the complete opposite, whereas like they thought the world was going crazy. Now is no better time than to put something out to distract somebody, right? Whereas
totally.
it must be so hard to make that decision and weigh the options and see what is the best kind of what looks the best, so to speak.
Yeah, and you never want to hurt somebody by what you think may not have tone to it or an intention to it, but could come across as insensitive or selfish. And it's so hard to make sure that you're taking everybody's emotions and everybody's valid feelings into consideration. So it's tough. It's tough, man.
It's hard to juggle that sort of thing. Like, I can't even imagine having to worry about that shit. Like, I just fucking drop shit whenever the hell I want.
Yeah, Joey's albums drop without him even knowing it.
Yeah, that happened to me twice. Yeah, I don't even fucking know.
Whereas,
literally got a DM. By the way, I put an album out today. What? Okay. Good work. Yeah.
Funny.
And now you're out there. It is out. You know, there must be some feelings of relief tied to all the excitement that comes about from the day. How are you feeling about finally getting this out there and the reactions people have had?
The reactions have been overwhelming, and I'm just so through the roof with how positive everybody's been. You know, as an artist, you always kind of like hope for the worst, and then you're pleasantly surprised when it's not. But no, it's been really good. I think I'm not, of course I'm relieved to be able to like finally release more music, but I'm now even more anxious and ramped up because in 6 weeks, you know, or not 6 weeks exactly, but like in the next month and a bit, I'm releasing another single. And so like now my break has been over and it's like freaking go time. We're just gonna keep releasing more music this year. So it's gonna be a little bit stressful until Christmas probably, but it'll be good.
A good stress, right?
A good stress.
Keep you going.
Yes.
And like this song here, like it's so cool. It's so different than
it's
the previous
a bit of a
albums.
Departure. Yeah, it's a bit of a departure from.
Is that what? Is this the route that it's kind of going? Is this what the new music's gonna be along the lines?
Oh
of,
yeah.
What's up? Cool.
Oh yeah. I feel like the next single is gonna kind of leave people with like their jaws unhinged and hanging on the floor. Like people are gonna walk away having left their jaw on the floor. It's gonna be so far down they can't even pick it up.
Damn.
Challenge accepted.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a big talk for very little walk in my 5'2". But but I'm really proud, and I think that this song it's definitely gonna blow some people away. So I'm excited about that.
Oh.
Cool. Is that the timeline then moving forward? Like every 6 weeks to about like, you know, a month to 6 weeks, you're gonna kind of drop some stuff until about Christmas time. Is that the plan?
That's kind of the goal. I mean, like obviously things happen, and who knows if we're gonna have a second pandemic of 2020, and you know, like what's gonna have to change. But now I've opened the door, and I'm not shutting it anytime soon. So more music will be coming for sure in the next little while here, and it'll be consistent, hopefully.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm excited. Very
Definitely.
excited.
Oh, it's perfect. And it comes out like at a great time, I think. I've been listening to, like, this one feels like something different, something unique. You know, like you said, people find that this will probably be very relatable.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what, you know, I think a lot of people could definitely use right now, just to relate and, you know, having what the hell's going on right now. They just want something they can just listen to, relax, jam out to. This song had it all, girl. It was fucking awesome.
Oh, thank you. Well, and especially with everything that's kind of socially going on, you know, like the riots in the States and the protesting and the fear of COVID-19. I think everybody's emotions and mental health has been at like an all-time high. And like if this song could relate to a mass group of people at any time in life, this would be like the best time for it to relate to the most people. So I think it just all worked for the best.
Definitely. And like, how are you staying sane yourself? You know, bad choice of words, sane, crazy, whatever. But how are you doing out in BC? How are you handling things?
I'm good. We've had a lot of rain, so it's been a little bit gloomy lately, but it's been good. I started gardening and walking my dog lots, so it's been more of like a staycation for the last month and a bit, 2 months.
Cool.
But it's been good, and lots of family time. Sometimes that can be a bit of a curse, but like 80% of the time it's a blessing. Yeah,
I remember you saying Dad was, you know, he's been pretty big supporter in things from the past there. Is he still, you know, a big part of what's going on, or have you kind of branched out? Are you doing your own thing?
Well, because there's really no like live performing for a little while now. He's kind of been sitting on just at home doing his work, doing his dad thing, just being a supportive dad, which is kind of nice to have. It's one thing that's been really nice about signing with a manager is I kind of get my parents back to just be parents versus like business partners. And it's really nice to just, like ask my dad things that a kid would normally ask their dad or like want from their parent. And so like that's been nice during COVID. Is like we're just a family, like we still have a regular family bickerings, but it's nice to just be like, hey mom, hey dad, and it's good. I like it.
Right. And was that initially the decision, like was it your decision to go that route with management and have things branch off that way rather than make it a family affair?
I think I'd kind of like my parents had always known that signing on with a manager was the best for me as well, because they could only take me as far as two people who weren't avidly in the industry could take someone. And I think it does hurt at times when I'm like, no, like this is what my manager said, I can't listen to that. But I think they know it's for the best and they want nothing but success for me. So I think everybody's like overall really happy with the decision and signing with the manager and the moving and branching and which direction we're going in.
Good. It sounds like it, right? It's, from anybody we've really talked to, it seems like if you have the right group of people around you, that's when the most success happens, or at least, you have the most fun with everything you're doing.
Right. If you're not having fun, what are you doing it for?
Totally. And that's, I guess, a lot of it too is, what, if people really didn't like the music, yeah, sure, it wouldn't be as fun, but as long as you're doing it for you, hell yeah.
Right. That's all that matters. And I'm enjoying it. So hell yeah, let's keep going.
Exactly. But it must feel pretty good when people are like, hey, this is pretty damn amazing.
Oh yeah. It's never a bad feeling when people like what you're doing.
Definitely. Well, can I take it back a little bit when you were talking about some of the playlists there that were curated on Spotify? Like, are some of these, like, is that a big deal for someone if they get on the right playlist for Spotify? Was that something you had strived to do to get out there? Is that, like, I guess basically what I'm trying to say is that what artists need to do today to kind of get heard?
Oh yeah, I would say Spotify curated playlists are definitely where it's at right now, because you think, like some of those playlists have upwards of like 600,000 followers and they get notified when new music is added. And so it's a huge deal when an indie or emerging artist gets added to them. And so it's really exciting when you have like not just one but like two playlist ads, and it can change like over the next course, like couple weeks. Like they could take it off tomorrow and be like, yeah, it did not perform well, or they can be like, wow, this is doing really well, we're going to add it to 5 more playlists and see what happens. And so it's definitely a huge help when Spotify does that. And I feel like Spotify, of all the streaming platforms, and maybe because I'm not as super involved with Apple Music, and I think it's a little bit harder to get playlist adding on on Apple Music, but Spotify has just been so supportive of not only me but a lot of other emerging artists that I know, and they're just so quick to add a song because the song is good, not because this artist has 1 million followers or is a Juno Award winner or Grammy nominee. Like they just like the song and the song is great. And I think that's amazing that Spotify like actually just listens to the song.
That's very cool. That's really excellent to see, because then it's about the quality of it, not just like you said, the criteria that people might have, an award or whatever. The nonsense.
Well, it's not like you're not buying your way onto a playlist. You're doing it based on your talent, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's great. I think it's also awesome for people who are trying to discover new artists. Like Spotify playlists are totally where it's at, especially if you like this, you'll like that. Like they're really good at trying to match you with other artists or other sounds. And I've found some like amazing musicians on like top hits playlists that are still on the indie side, and I'm like, I would have never heard them if I was just listening to the radio or if I was listening to Apple Music playlists or whatever, looking at the charts. So I think it's really awesome for people who don't feel like they have a chance of breaking in and actually like just freaking win. They're awesome.
Great. Like I know what you mean there when you say somebody, those artists that sound similar, or they recommend an artist. Like, that is how I found so many cool bands that I never would have heard of. The algorithm, whatever the hell it is, it works.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's been so fun. But speaking of all the playlists and this and that, when it's going on, are you a girl who watches the numbers? Are you like checking in on this every hour of the day, being like, oh man, I got like this many streams. Oh, I got this many streams now.
Normally, yeah, but I feel like I just kind of sat back on this one and was like, whatever happens, happens. And I'm not obsessed over it too much. I also, like, totally crazy, I had a ENT appointment today, so I was like, my focus was kind of elsewhere. So but yeah, normally I kind of obsess over numbers, but I feel like I've kind of slowly like stepped back from like caring about what's doing better or what's not, and I'm like, whatever happens, happens.
Well, it seems like that approach has worked today. Like you said, you're on the playlist. You got some super. I was just like scrolling through my Twitter feed, and it's like Madison Olds, Madison Olds, Madison Olds, Madison Olds. Awesome.
Oh no, that's amazing. I can't believe how supportive, yeah, Twitter has been.
And I think it goes to show a lot with how engaged you are with the music that gets put out, right? If you were just, all right, I'm putting a song out and don't engage with anybody, don't like a tweet or don't reply back, yeah, that doesn't really resonate with a lot of people. I personally like when, if you know a band or artist and you tweet something, hey, I really like the song, if they drop a like or reply to it, man, it just kind of makes me want to listen to them that much more.
It's all about the engagement. Do you guys have like a social media strategy through your management company, or you just kind of, do your thing and see what happens?
Yeah, I'm actually like really fortunate because my mom's a Twitter whiz, and so she really helps me with Twitter when I'm feeling like a little inundated with the messages or there's too many to get to. So we both kind of tackle it together, and we'll like bounce back like, what sounds like you and not a 40-year-old woman, or like so it's that, and every time like I get a message, she has my Twitter on her phone, so she's like, oh my god, did you see this message? And I'm like, yeah, I get it. And
so she's totally hitting up our DMs.
Oh yeah.
That's right. It was her who had the conversation with Stradfather about the pineapple.
That's right.
No. But no, she's really good when things just get a little overwhelming and I need some help. And her and my manager help me with Facebook and Instagram, and it's a lot of social media to manage. And I mean, like I'm positive the people like Taylor Swift don't do their own social media now, because
they'd have
it's
their
just
own
so much.
Yeah.
It's so much to take care of. And even with like my tiny numbers that I have, which are like small numbers but amazing numbers because everybody's so supportive, it's overwhelming at times to reply to all the comments or all the messages, or make sure you're, when somebody tweets, and even if it's not regarding you, you're showing them support because they support you. And it is hard. It is a freaking full-time job, but I love it. And obviously if I didn't like social media, then I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, especially now. That's pretty much your go-to right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I did watch. Sorry, Troy. I watched your Instagram live stream, the replay. That was really cool, man. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Got another one of those coming up, or?
Not that I'm aware of. That was kind of like a curated thing with, I think, Amplify BC, Music BC. Okay. But we'll probably, for the next thing though, we'll do like a live show again. So
nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
That was fun. It seemed like you had a good time as well, so that was cool.
Yeah, I did. It's always fun to play live.
And your dad was there for that. He was play a little jam with you. That was sweet.
Yeah, he played the trumpet, so
that's right.
I'm blessed.
That's pretty sweet.
And is there a place somebody can go watch that back? Is it hosted on a certain site? Because I know I asked Joey before, and he was thinking maybe Instagram, but I don't have social media aside from Twitter because it's exhausting.
Right. So it is on Instagram and it is on Facebook, but they're both on my like musician websites, so, or like musician pages. So you don't have to have an account. You can just come like www.instagram.com, type in Madison Olds, or Facebook and type in Madison Olds Music, and you'll be able to see it as like either a previous live on Facebook, or I believe it's on my IGTV on Instagram.
Cool. We'll fire that link up on the Podbean so people.
Yeah, we will.
People like me who only have one social media at a time and feel overwhelmed can go check that shit out.
Yeah, man, I've got 3. It sucks. I've got this. I got the Facebook. I got the Twitter, and I don't do anything on Instagram, so I don't even know why I have it.
And now you need to add TikTok in the mix.
No, I'm still taking a hard stance on that. I will not do the TikTok.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna do the weird TikTok thing when I told you about the drinking with those fucking like toilet paper rolls or the paper towel rolls. I'll do that if when Maddie gets a fucking Juno next year. Give me like 5 TikTok challenges and I will do them.
Amazing. I'm gonna make my list now.
Yes, go for it.
Damn straight, because you're getting a Juno next year. Boom, that's count great.
It. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
How does that work? Like, how does somebody get nominated for stuff like that? Do you just got to do well, or do you got to know some people? I have no idea about the music industry.
You got to talk to the Limbo podcast and manifest the hell out of it, and there's no problem. I know several tastemakers on the Juno committee. I'm just kidding. I fucking don't. But if I did, you'd be there.
I think it has to do with, charting well in Canada, and then probably also like who you know. You never really see nobodies winning. It's always people who are pretty successful.
I think you got to talk to Sean Desmond and Tarzan Dan. I think they know.
Who the hell is Tarzan Dan?
You know Tarzan Dan? Fucking you don't know Tarzan Dan? Fuck off.
I don't know Tarzan Dan.
Whatever. You'll know him when I show him a picture of you. Or who's that?
Show him a picture of me?
Whatever. The same shit. I will show a picture to you of Tarzan Dan. I don't know. He's a radio guy. I thought everybody in Canada knew him.
Who was that asshole on that show, Chart Attack? Was that Mad Dog? Was that his name?
We'll go with that. Yes.
Sure. Okay, anyways, that's fine.
Funny.
This is all before your time.
You don't have to humor us, Maddie. Yeah, you don't have to humor us.
Okay.
The grown-ups are talking for a moment.
Went right over my head.
Okay, don't worry. But I will educate you guys after and Twitter after this. So whatever.
Perfect.
And then
that's amazing.
You'll be sorry.
Of course.
Through the day.
So what's next on the list for promoting all this stuff? Like, what other interviews do you get to do? Obviously, you can't just be doing this and then carrying on with your day. I'm sure there's like magazines, articles, other podcasts, other radio stuff you're doing.
Yeah, so I get a couple interview questions a day in my email and answer those. If people ask for videos, I send those, and it's kind of just starting today. So everything was like a little bit of a pre-build with some PR, and they were asking like the generic questions that they could send out to blogs or anybody looking for answers, and then the more specific questions are just starting to roll in. So you guys are kind of my first one. This is great.
Boom. That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
It's best to kind of set the bar instead of following somebody really good.
Pretty high. You got to get in there and just fucking make it unattainable, right, Maddie? You go for the throat, right, girl? That's right.
Nothing will ever be better.
That's right.
No, but yeah, thank you guys.
Just a little media tour. Look at you. Jeez.
No, I'm super grateful that you guys even wanted to talk to me today about the song. So it means a lot.
Well, it's exciting. Like I was telling Joey before we came on, like seeing your success is really cool because, we got to talk to you beforehand and we know a little bit about you, how, passionate you are about just the person you are and spreading awareness about mental health and some initiatives you're a part of. And you just genuinely seem like a good person. And when you succeed, we're like really happy for you. And that's what we love to see. I think me and Joey love more than anything when somebody we've interviewed, like either is like blowing up or they're getting nominated for awards. You're just like, that is what we want to see. They're getting.
Yeah, exactly. Troy is exactly right. But more importantly, it's because we talked to a lot of good people on here. We've talked to like 2 stinkers. That's not bad on our fucking reign of terror we've been on. But like all you guys that we talk to, work your asses off. You're all good people. So when things finally start to get moving for you, it's like, oh, thank God. You deserve it so much.
I feel like I have 2 dads.
There you go. There you go.
No, this is great. It's so nice to have the support and the little wins definitely have to be taken. So thank you guys.
No, definitely. Like we mean it. Like when we say, all right, when you're doing good, that's super exciting to see, and we just want to have the good times rolling. And I think there's many more to come with what you're saying about that new single after this. Like, but we can't just like look to the future. It's all about now. It's all about now, girl, and you're killing it. Day one. This is just day one.
That's right. Let that sink in, Maddie. This is day one.
I feel
You're
like
on the Limbo podcast for one. Like, holy fuck! And now you
I know. I made it, guys. I made it.
That's right.
I think like again, it's that like under promise, overachieve. I'm like if this is as good as it gets, that's all I care about. So if I wake up tomorrow and my streams have not changed or everybody deleted me off their playlist, then at least I had a good day. And
I'll tell you, they're gonna change. They'll be pumping after this, especially. But also on the music episode, you sent me your song. So me and Troy decided it's only right to open the show and close the show with your song. So there you go.
Oh, well, thank you guys. You're
twice,
so yeah. Everybody gets to have the best part of me stuck in their head.
That's right. Like that's about as creative as we could get for this week. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
Oh, well, thank you guys for ending it with me. I mean, it's probably very late for you guys right now.
It's only like 9:45. That's nothing.
That's pretty late.
What? What the hell?
Isn't and where are the old ones, Joey?
Yeah, where are the old ones? Yeah, no fucking doubt.
In bed by 10, lights out. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well,
right.
Hey, that's good. That's routine, right? That's self-care. That's about like having something. You wake up, you get the right amount of rest, so the next day you're prim, you're proper, your blood sugars are roaring to go, man.
Jesus, I just killed myself. I stay up till like fucking 1 a.m, wake up at like 6, and just go.
I go to bed at 10, and I could comfortably wake up at 10 the next day and still be tired.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a medical thing, realistically, but
it's a condition. There's a concern, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if I told my doctor, she'd be like, "We need to get that checked out." But I'm blaming it on like early 20s.
That'll happen. Yeah, you're what, 22, 23? That'll happen.
Yeah, 22, and it hits. It hits. I'm tired all the time.
Tired all the time. It doesn't get any better for you, just so you know.
That's right.
Great.
You better start finding some coffee all the time.
Some people are lucky; they age like a fine wine. I am like a piece of meat, just aging like meat. Oh, it's terrible. But whatever. You know, you can be bitter and grumpy, and it just gets funner when that happens.
Oh, great! I have so much to look forward to.
You really do. Fucking right. The best is yet to come, my friend.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the words of encouragement.
Oh, totally.
That's why we're here. That is our sole purpose, to just encourage you. When you start to feel down, just let us know. We'll sense it. We'll send you a tweet. We'll say, look.
I've listened back to some of our episodes, and I'm just like, wow, man, we really pumped the tires of people. Not because, you know, we feel like we're fake and phony. It's just we get to hear a lot of good music and the hard work they put into it, and I think they deserve to know that all that hard work is just fucking appreciated.
Oh, well, thank you guys. It's you don't always hear that, and when you do, you kind of it's hard to take it. Like I'm sure. I actually like kind of side note. I have this really weird analogy, but you never hear of an actor agent telling their actor like, "You're so good and you need to believe in yourself." It's always like, "Hey man, get off the fucking high horse and like stop loving yourself so much." Mm-hmm. Whereas like artist managers are like, "Oh, you really need to like see the good and really believe in it, and your music's good." And I think a lot of art, like musical artists or, you know, textile artists, are really self-deprecating and they don't see the value in themselves, and it's really hard even when somebody does say something to accept it, and it's more of like it's almost like more work to accept somebody's compliment than it is to like even hear it. So when you do hear it and you actually accept it, it's a really good feeling. So when you guys are that, you know, kind and uplifting, it actually does, it means a lot.
Well, shit. There you go.
Well, we want to, but you know, now we've got that mushy shit out of the way. How do you deal with criticism? Yeah, how do you deal when someone says this shit sucks?
Usually,
You just say, yeah, you were right. I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, normally, yeah, exactly. Normally, like, yeah, I hate that bitch, or like, I kind of like play up on it because as much as like it's super easy to get down, like not everybody's gonna love you, and a hater's still a follower, so they still went out of their way to stream the song, and that's 0.00 of a cent for me. So
yeah, you're taking their money. That's it.
yeah, right.
Exactly. And then before we came on here, I just found out about like streaming. I just learned, like I asked people, how does streaming work? Like, can I just click and refresh the shit out of a song, or do I got to listen for a certain amount of time? People were saying that you got to like listen to at least like 30 seconds of it for it to count. Is that the truth?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So could I listen?
So
could I listen to 30 seconds of it and then restart it and then that works?
Oh yeah, but then it's a lot of work to.
Well, I'm sure somebody could design an app or something to be like,
I'll do it right now.
Restart. It's cash money.
Oh, it's done.
I'm sure somebody has. I know that there was a person in Europe somewhere who uploaded an album of 30-second songs, and he made like a couple $1 million in a year just by buying computers and streaming his own music because they were just 30-second songs.
That's hilarious. That's a good idea.
Hey, it's money in the pocket.
Oh yeah.
And it gets to that point where, hey, that's not a bad idea, man. I'm so broke that whatever. I would give up all my integrity for some little bit of money.
Not even that much, really. You'd be surprised what I do for $500.
You guys should just do an album of really bad dad jokes where each joke is about 30 seconds.
What are you
Have
trying
you listened to the Limbo podcast?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the Limbo podcast is not like 30 seconds. You're trying to make your stream, You know what?
Short. And that's fine. And now that I know that, here I thought that all these bitches that were listening to us were actually listening to the whole thing, and now I see that it's all lies. So now I hate myself.
Oh no! All they gotta do is like at least listen to chunks, bits and pieces here and there. Whatever, we'll take it. It would be interesting to know, like, how many people have listened to like the full song or the full podcast that people put out, hours played and things like that.
You know what? It's kind of funny.
Sure where you get the breakdown for that.
It's funny getting messages from people that say, "Hey, I listen to the podcast." It's like, what? Why? What are you doing?
Oh, you know what? People love it, and I think people love to hear anybody other than themselves talk.
Well, yeah, and I think sometimes we bring out some amazing stuff. We got some wild stories from you last time there, Miss Pukes. Oh, people loved that. Our buddy CJ, oh man, he hit up the pod and loved listening to that. You said you have many of those stories. Many of them? Excuse me, how?
Me? Many of them? Yeah, I can't even think of any right now. I'm blanking. But
sounds like a cop-out. That's a cop-out.
Yeah, she doesn't know where to begin. There's so many.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
That's fine.
We'll forgive you. It's all good. But then you're telling me
for next time.
Next time.
Good. After when you can hear us better.
This is a special day. Yeah.
Because you said you blew out your ear. What's going on with you?
No, I'm getting some tubes placed in my eardrums on Wednesday. I've had a lot of pressure in my head. For some reason, I can't equalize my ears, so I've had a lot of build up in my head, and it's a little painful. So they're gonna cut little holes in my eardrums and put some tubes in for me.
Oh, hell yeah! I had that done when I was a kiddo, about 10 or 11, and
yeah.
It's gorgeous. It works. You just it sucks when you're a self-conscious little kid who wants to go swimming in the pool, and you got to be the only one wearing a swimmer's cap and look like a bald middle-aged man when you're 11.
Yes, yeah, but now I get to look like a bald middle-aged man at 22.
That's
there you
gorgeous.
go. That's a little better.
Yeah.
And plus,
also self-conscious.
You can do that at your fancy mansion there, swimming every day. Holy heck!
Oh shit, jeez.
That's my parents' house, so I'm not that successful.
We're getting there. Those are goals,
not
right?
Not yet. Come on, you're on 2 playlists already. It's going to be 75 by the end of this. It's going to just blow up.
I sold mine and my partner's bed because we're still living at home, and there's no point in holding onto furniture from Toronto, and this girl came up and she's a big fan of my music with her dad, and they go, wow, you must be doing really well to live up in this neighborhood. I was like, it's my parents. I'm still broke.
Well, hey, whatever. People my age, in their early 30s, living with their family, and it's totally acceptable nowadays, but I couldn't imagine doing something like that. Oh, not my family anyways. Oh, kill me.
Nah, I'd be done. That'd be it.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be searching.
Next time you do that, just tell people your parents live with you and see the look on their face.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, my parents live with me.
Or
no, I can't fake it. They'll look at my streams. They'll be like, are you sure?
Yeah. Catch your streams tomorrow.
Yeah, right tomorrow it'll be at 1 billion, but
that's right.
Right now.
I got that machine all set up here. It's gonna go fucking wild.
30 seconds, goom, kill it.
Yeah, amazing.
I'm just trying to look at all the electronics I have in this room that can fucking do that. I've got a few. It's fine.
Oh yeah. I'm sure people get creative. I'm sure labels do it for artists to get them the initial.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, or buy your stream. I don't know. It's weird out there. It's not just about buying a CD. Like when I think about it today, everybody was like, hey, like even myself, I'm like, go support this, go stream the album. I'm like, man, people used to say, go buy the album.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember. Is it better to purchase it or stream constantly? How do you get the most money out of the deal?
I think, you can look at it as one of two ways. Like when people buy the album, it's a one-time purchase and that's it. But streaming, like every stream is like a certain amount of money. So there's like an endless amount of money to be made on streaming, but it's also like considerably less. Yeah. So for each like stream, it's like 0.0003 cents or, whatever it is. But so there's two ways of looking at it. It depends on if you're in it for the long haul or you're looking for that $15.99 right up front.
Yeah, totally. No, that makes sense. It's just different and adapting, and
Oh yeah,
it's weird. Young blood, do you even know? Like, do you even remember going to buy CDs at a store?
Oh yeah, we used to have actually like a store in the mall that would have like the latest CDs, or they even had like a record wall, and they had the headphones that you could like plug into different spots.
Was it HMV?
No, I want to say it was called like Play It or something like that. And they would also have the merchandise, like the album art on T-shirts or whatever. But it was strictly that. They had like the JBL headphones that plugged into. There was like I want to say it was like a wooden stand in the middle that was like a square but tall, and you could like plug in the headphones around the square for like each latest single that had just come out, or whatever. And the Jonas Brothers, I remember, like they were just hot at that time, like just coming out, and like all their stuff was there, and Hannah Montana, but yeah, which isn't really that long ago that CD stores were still a thing. But
yeah, they're few and far between now, definitely.
Actually, crazy that you said that. Like, so my mall just down the street from my parents' place has shut down a lot of stores, but during COVID, they opened up a record store, which is awesome. So I think it's great to see that coming back, and I know a lot of artists are pressing vinyl because there's like a sense of nostalgia. So I think it'd be great if this new generation coming up kind of brings back the nostalgic sense of record sales.
That's how I buy all mine. Like the majority of them, 90%, if I buy them, they're on vinyl. And I like the sound of it. I like the look of it, right? The graphics, it's a big way to present the art and the imagery of it. And it looks really damn good.
Yeah, you look bougie when you have like a wall of
bougie.
records.
Oh,
nobody gives a shit when you grab your phone and you scroll through your Spotify playlist. They're like, oh yeah, you and everybody else.
Let me go to my alphabetized wall of happiness. Here you are.
Yeah,
I got that limited edition splatter printed vinyl 100 made. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
right. Like
Is that the 7 grain or whatever?
But yeah, I think that'll eventually come back. So
well, yeah, like I know for like I think I read last year, even the year before, vinyl was outselling CDs immensely, and it was just getting more and more popular that way. So weird. If you were to tell me that when I was like in high school, listening to music, going every Tuesday buying CDs, that records would be back and
Yeah.
outselling CDs, I would have been like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I remember when CDs were the rage, and I had a Discman and like a little CD holder that had like a little purse handle on it, and I put it in the car when we'd go on road trips, and you had to make sure that your Discman was like entirely flat, otherwise it would skip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you got the anti-skip one, and you're hoping to God that like your dad wouldn't hit 3 potholes in a row.
Oh yeah. Or my brother would be a jerk and he'd bump me and I'd have to play my song all the way back. I'd have to play D-Light from the beginning.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But that's cool to see. But yeah, I'm gonna go back a little bit to see if you can't shed some light on something for us, Maddie. You were talking there briefly just about your partner. Are we allowed to talk about some stuff going on funding wise, fundraising wise? Like
yeah, I mean, we're not really doing a full launch yet just because
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to work on some music that'll eventually kind of be rolled out to help support spinal cord injury for other whether it's Team Canada athletes or stuff like that. But basically just like the general conversation is that stem cells are popular and accessible in a lot of other countries, but North America is super late to the game. Like they're not even willing to have the conversation right now, and so
right.
it's super expensive when somebody who has sustained a spinal cord injury is eligible for this procedure, and it ranges between like $30,000 to $130,000. And so my partner, who has sustained a spinal cord injury professionally racing motorcycles, has been accepted for a program, and we're looking at a couple other options as well, because it is a huge thing, to like put your body under, but they're expensive, so we're kind of feeling out some options. But it's tough right now too, with just the social situation, and everybody's trying to save their money because certain people can't work, or they've had certain costs because of COVID. And so we kind of I put a TikTok, not expecting much. It blew up. It had like 500,000 likes on it. Everybody was so in love with him. And
well, if those 500,000 people each donated $1,
right there. Well, then like not only would we be there, but like 4 other people.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
but I think like the goal is to kind of open up the conversation for stem cells in Canada, and to create kind of like either a CAP grant for other young athletes who have spinal cord injuries or different disabilities, and like how we can make more of a like team and family to help support other young people going through what Derek has gone through. So yeah, we're trying to make it less about us and less selfish, and like how can we pave the way to make it more accessible for others.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, but we're still like, because again, like I've got other music going out right now, we want to be able to have like a proper launch song, a proper team, and a proper plan in place before we like start having like willy-nilly ideas going out there. But it is like, when people ask me like what's important to you, I always say like animal rescue, and talking about like supporting young Canadian athletes with different disabilities, because I think there is a certain opinion on it, or people treat people with disabilities like entirely different, and I think that it's something that it should be a bigger conversation in Canada. So those are kind of like the 2 things I really want to support and help.
Cool. No, and once you're ready to roll, guess what? We'll plug that shit away nonstop. I'm thinking of even going on. What my plan is, I don't know if Joey wants to tag along. It's a long one. It's a weird one. Going on SLE radio in the UK, do a 24-hour stream, no sleep. You think I'm rambly and incoherent now? Just wait when I do this for 24 hours.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, if you guys do it, then I'll do like a 24-hour walkathon. I saw a guy who did it for COVID relief funds just like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. I was actually still in Toronto, so maybe like 3 months ago, and he walked for 24 hours straight in his house. Like just didn't stop stepping, and he raised like almost $10,000. So if you guys do that, then I will do a 24-hour walkathon.
There's all sorts of stuff we have that I have ideas of. We can do that. I've got I've got a hookup that's gonna maybe they could make some T-shirts and sell the proceeds go to that. Anything like that.
Oh, you guys are so amazing. Well,
I've got the world on our side, Madison. No one will stop this.
I'm so appreciative of that, and I think it's one of those things where people want to be a part of like a bigger thing and something that's helping somebody, and so I think it is a great thing. Once we're ready to like roll out with it, I think we'll have no shortage of endless support, and I'm so grateful that you guys are willing to support, because it is a super exciting thing to potentially help others.
Exactly, and it's not like it's something that's like super impossible to do. Is the thing? It's a totally attainable goal you're trying to reach here.
Yeah,
100 grand. Honestly, is like that's no for me that's unimaginable. But I mean,
right.
If you had enough people, that's fuck all.
Oh yeah. And again, like as you said, if the 500,000 people who liked it all donated $1, then it would be no problem.
Even if they donated 50 cents, there you go.
Exactly. But it is a tough time right now, and people are holding on to their money, and rightfully so. So we put it out there. I literally was like, does anybody have any ideas on TikTok? It blew up. They're like, oh my God, we'll donate. And so like I put up a GoFundMe because everybody's like, I'll donate, and then nobody donated. And I was like, oh, okay. But I think we've raised just a little under $2,000, which is still amazing. Just having put it up on TikTok, and it's usually like a younger demographic on there, and not all of them have the money, and so what we've got is already amazing.
Yeah, for sure. You got to hit me up on every payday. Every payday I try and I get a little bit to somebody, right? Today was payday. I think I bought 2 shirts from somebody. I also gave $20 just to somebody's beer fund today. Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, see, the world needs more good people like you.
I mean, it's just money. I can't take it with me when I go. As long as somebody gets use out of it, we're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of the goal with the whole music thing. Eventually, obviously, like I'm making negative $2 on a song, but to be at a point where it's like generating enough revenue where it actually can make a difference for those that need it. And so, yeah, it's good to like work and make it go towards something that matters.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. 100%. Anything we can do, we will help for sure.
Well, thank you guys. I feel so blessed to have your support, and thank you again for having me today and celebrating.
Don't thank us till it happens and everything's good.
That's right. And plus, we got to run you through the gauntlet next, right, Joey? Joey, it's the gauntlet. No. It's time for some quick hits.
You quick hits. We wouldn't do this to her again.
Oh, I know. We gotta. Because I got some good ones. I thought they were good, but I did have a weird day at work. So.
There you go.
Okay.
Maddie, you ready?
Remind me again.
Quick hits. They're just more or less yes or no questions, or really short answer questions. Try not to overthink these, and just go with them.
All right.
Okay. Because there's one on here that I hope you get right this time.
All right.
Okay, first, is the Ogopogo monster real?
Obviously.
Yes.
Okay. Billie Eilish or Billy Ray Cyrus?
Billy Ray Cyrus. I just cut my hair in a mullet, so.
How did you celebrate Canada Day?
I played a garage concert with my dad.
Awesome.
Do you like your new hair?
I freaking love it.
What is the best province in Canada?
All of them.
Nope, because there's a 2-part question. What's the worst province in Canada?
Quebec.
Woo! You got it.
I love that answer. That's my favorite.
The greatest answer. Oh, Jesus, that was perfect. Puking on a plane or puking in the street?
Street.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
There you go. Figured things out.
Rolled my eyes.
Yeah. Does a straw have 1 hole or 2?
1 very long one.
Okay, what is the best part of you? Okay, that's creepy, right?
The best part of me is also the worst part of me. Is that too meaningful? Maybe.
It could be. That's deep. I like it though. We can let people, gather their thoughts around that.
Perfect. Let them.
like that.
What is that? What does that mean?
What
I'm
does
having
it
an
mean?
existential crisis.
Right on.
Gonna fucking explode. Okay, so fudgesicles or creamsicles?
Creamsicles.
Okay. If a bunch of cats jump on top of each other, is it still called a dog pile?
Cat pile?
I'll take it. Whatever. It's your call.
It's your call.
Maybe.
Is Best Part of Me the best song you've ever written?
No.
That's right. Because you haven't written it yet, right? There you go.
Oh, beautiful.
No, I did. It's coming out next year.
Oh
It's a
my
banger.
god. I'm excited.
Okay, is avocado overrated as fuck?
Kinda, yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
Okay, Jalen, sorry. Love songs or sad songs?
Love songs.
If you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean or the soap dirty?
Both?
Cool, good
Is
answer.
that a cop
No, smart.
out?
That's smart. That's smart answer.
I like that. Is there still a Starbucks in BC that you can frequent?
That I can frequent?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's 3 just in Kamloops.
Oh, that's good. I thought they all closed down, so there you go.
Well, it's been a while actually since I've gone, so maybe they have. But from what I gather, the car lineups are still outside of them, so I think they're still going.
Good.
Cool. I'm going off script here, but what do you drink there? I like the frappuccino.
I really love cold brew coffee, like the nitro brew, or London fogs.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess they're called tea mistos now, but I will always call it a London fog.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, the biggest question of life.
That's right.
Where are you going to display your Juno Award that you win next year?
I am going to make my boyfriend carry it around on his lap in his wheelchair.
Perfect.
Good.
The
Cruise.
ultimate display.
Without a doubt. Two trophies at once. There you go.
Right?
There you go.
A trophy boyfriend.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
All right, Madison. Thanks for tolerating our asses and just
No.
coming on here and dealing
Thank
with
you
us.
for tolerating me.
Oh,
It's
well,
been
we
so
love
fun.
you. Man, we'll tolerate you all day, every day. And we're looking forward to
Aw.
what comes out next and anything in the future. But again, tell everybody where we get to go to stream your music, listen to you, support you.
You can support me at Maddy Olds Music on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I think TikTok is just Madison Olds. Twitter. I don't know any other streaming platforms, but all of those. You just type in the name, it'll come up. Hopefully, if it's not Madison Beer, it should be Madison Olds.
If
But,
they look for you, they'll find you, right?
Yes, of course. And I appreciate when people reach out and tell me whether they like my song or hate it. All feedback is good.
Yeah.
But thank you
Haters
guys.
are still money, so.
Yes,
there you go.
right. A hater's still a follower. But
good.
no, thank you guys so much for celebrating today with me. It's been amazing.
Cool.
Ah, damn it. It's been fun. We're proud of you, kid.
Aw, thank you guys.
Hell yeah. Love it. Do your thing. All the best in the future. We'll talk to you later. Give me a couple minutes. I gotta send you guys those pictures of Tarzan Dan and fill you guys in. Have a Canadian history lesson, goddammit.
Is this like a heritage moment?
Pretty much.
Can't wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually at him, and he will probably fucking talk you guys some sense into you guys.
Yeah, Adam would say, look out, Madison Olds is coming, you dick.
Well, he used to run the hit list on YTV.
That's what I'm
YTV
saying.
hit
the
list with Tarzan Dan.
Yeah, and
The 1992. I'm born 98.
whatever. Okay, child, leave me alone.
Yeah. All right. Well, good night, Madison.
Yeah.
Go to your room. That's it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, cool, awesome, love you, thank you. Come
All
on.
the best. All the best, Maddie. Thank you so much.
Well, that was a time, Joey. How about that?
It's always a time. Maddie's the shit. Always the Madison Olds.
No, you guys are the shit.
We love it. Thanks.
The shit or the shits? I still can't tell.
It's the shits, because there's two of us. That'll be on a next round of quick hits we do.
Perfect.
The shit or the shits, Limbocast.
I think the shit is like good and the shits is bad. That's what I've always thought.
For sure.
Okay.
Your dad probably calls it the trots.
Oh yeah, I call it the trots.
My dad always called it that, and I was like, "What the hell? It's so weird." And then I heard it. Some people still call it that. I respect it.
Yeah.
Right? Is that the runs?
Like
the runs,
yeah, the runs.
trots. Fuck yeah.
The runs.
Like somebody needed code for diarrhea. So.
South Park used to call it the green apple splatters, and I thought that was good.
We're not cutting this off either.
No, just so everybody knows, this is where it gets real. Yeah.
That's my cue.
All right, awesome.
Well, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go try and pop my ears.
Okay, good luck.
Have fun with that. Yeah, that's fun.
Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciated it.
We appreciate you, Maddie. You take care of yourself, my friend.
Okay, you too, guys. Stay safe.
You too.
We'll do it later.
Bye.
What a girl.
I've said before, Canadian national treasure, and I still stand by that.
Why wouldn't you? 22-year-old kiddo acts like she's got a lifetime of experience, and I think some of the stuff she's gone through and dealt with, and all the stuff she participates in, yeah, man, she's awesome.
I got nothing but respect for Maddie Olds.
Hell yeah, Maddie Olds. We'll talk to her probably in a matter of time because she's the best, and we'll ride her coattails to success, my friend.
That's right. We'll be sitting at the Juno table with her.
That's right. Love it. Maddie Olds, check her out, everybody. Ka!
Best part of me streaming now, everywhere.